My desk is always a mess. Morning. How are you doing today? Just dawned on me I've got a few simple things. I was thinking the mini moods, but I might actually go with the normal Hamlet. Normal Royal Dutch, I mean. I'm not even sure if I've got a decent picture of these, so I don't know. That's not going to work. Yeah, just in case I review these, I just want to have a picture on hand. Nope, I don't take CigarHubs. They're mainly used for blunts. Not even sure if I can get a good picture of this because I want to get a picture of this with the band on, but the band is actually like part of the cellophane. Some cheaper cigar brands they do this. So yeah, it would just look like a generic cigar on the thumbnail. We'll take that off. It's gonna be a bit of a bitch, I think. Just give me a minute. I've got to admit, this table is really good for taking a picture in front of. Good enough, I'll post that. So I got to just post on Facebook that I'm live. I usually get like half my viewers from there. Nope, live reviews. I don't love reviews. Oh, I do, but publish. And I gotta put this link on my goddamn Facebook. What's up, man? Be with you in a minute. I've just gotta put this on Facebook as per usual. Why is Facebook so cancerous? I have to say, like, Jose Piedra I had, that was really good. The last one I had, the Ash, was incredible. I don't like shoot it now. Things look about right. I don't know. Something just feels a bit different today. I think I raised my chair. So I might as well start this review soon anyway. Might as well. Where was I with this? I usually have my camera so it's like just riding at the top of that. The top of the camera should be right at the top of that picture there. That's usually where I go. I just find the price of these cigars so I can see it in the review. what are these in a pack of 10? About £4, so okay, so that should be me. Sorry if I don't speak like well today. I've got a mouth ulcer and it's kind of a bitch. Sit straight as per usual. I never usually sit straight. I do need to top on my lighters a bit, but I think I'll go with matches today. So yeah, this is for next. So yeah, I might as well just start a review now. Unless nah, there's nothing else to talk about, to be honest. Yeah, nothing feels right. Just put a little bit straighter on. Yeah, this looks a bit better. I am white naturally. Nah, I'm brown. Yeah, it looks about right. Are these called yellow or are they just the yellow ones? That's the question. Hey guys, Chris here, and this is going to be a review on the Royal Dutch Minis. These are, this comes in a 20 pack, but you could also buy it in 10 packs. The 20 pack is £7.25 and it's about £4 for a 10 pack, so it's definitely worth it if you're going to have a lot to get the 20 pack. But the 10 pack usually comes in a tin, so that could be better if you're carrying them around with you. Up to you really, but better value here. So I've had the Royal Dutch Blue before, and I've had quite a few of these. It's time to review these. I've been meaning to review the Royal Dutch Blue Minis, but never got around to it. They're pretty good, and I think these are quite good as well. So these come in a couple of different pack designs right now. This is more the older design. This is with the newer plain packaging laws. As you can see, they got some real estate still on the packet for their own logo, but nothing compared to what they used to have. Nothing too interesting inside. Usual cardboard box. Usually a customer care thing there mentioned. And as you can see, I've had quite a few of the 20 already. So they look like your average mini cigar. They're the same size as your average mini cigar. Very similar. Moments are generally the ones I go to for cheap light cigars under the £4 mark usually. And yeah, in comparison, these are about the same price, a little bit more maybe. And I do think you get a bit more quality. So there's not much to actually say about the cigar. It's not like a proper cigar where you talk about the wrapper and everything. Overall, it's just the usual generic you get to see. This one is a little bit wavy. Not quite sure what that's about, but yeah, seems to be quite consistent. So the matches I've got are kind of useless. I'm also just going to start a timer over here. I usually always start a stopwatch when I have cigars just to see how long they take. Some minis can be 5 minutes, some can be 10, so that's kind of a big difference when you're looking for good value minis. It definitely is a little bit smoky of a taste. It's an odd thing to say when you're talking about smoking something, but there's a little bit of smoky taste in there. It's pretty smooth, pretty creamy. The main reason you have mini cigars is you get always quite a hot, strong hit of the very specific taste. And yeah, this kind of similar, you are getting quite a bit of heat. Not as much as I was usually expect from a cheap mini cigar. As you can see by the amount of smoke though, it is burned through quite quick. Decently dark ash, burning quite strongly. Yeah, it's quite creamy taste. Maybe a little bit nutty with tobacco. I wouldn't say it's sweet, I would say it's definitely on the lighter side of flavours though. Yeah, it's quite a chewy, nutty taste. And the delivery is pretty smooth. And it's honestly not too hot. On the retro hill, nothing really burning in there, so you know, there's no real strength in the cigar. It's quite a light Goo Mini. Does have a decently strong taste, but very little body in terms of the effect. Yeah, that is very creamy. So I'm not going to sit here and talk about this for the next few minutes. That might get a bit boring. So I'll get back to you in the next clip when I'm ending this, and I'll let you know how it is. There's honestly nothing too much to talk about when it comes to these minis. So how's everyone's day going? Is everything looking okay over there? I'm not even sure. What's up, man? For minis, these are pretty good. They're definitely up there as some of my favourite minis. I'm not sure why I'm really holding back on smoking a lot of them. Holds the flame pretty well, I guess. I used to do a thing I used to call the minute test, and to be honest, I would like to start doing that shit again because it was quite funny. It's where I would just leave a cigar for a minute, completely unsmoked, and then just see how well it picks back up. With cigars, you always want to take quite rare puffs. You don't want to be puffing them all the time. Although with minis, that's a little bit of a different story. And yeah, with larger cigars, you don't puff them all the time. But if you're gonna leave it for like a minute between puffs, you don't want it going out. So see how well it holds on to the heat. Usually how well it's packed. Not sure how easy this would be to see what the ash is doing. Sort of plateauing now. That's always a bitch. If that happens on a mini, watch out for it because the cherry could fall out. We're looking at 5.5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes. Yeah, it's a really nice, quite smooth, creamy mini cigar. So yeah, definitely these. As I said, I was gonna review these, but in the end, I just didn't get to it. Of course, taste on developing is just a mini cigar after all. Yeah. Just gonna make another clip on this one now. So getting on the ending side, 7 minutes in. 7 to 8 mini cigar, that's actually pretty good. For cheap ones you'd usually expect 5, for quite pricey ones you expect maybe about 10. So, you know, a nice 7-8 minutes, that's pretty good for a mini cigar, especially this size. Especially since they're definitely on the cheaper side of the market. For store available, you know, you could buy these at your newsagents usually. Anywhere you get hold of these, I'd recommend them. But yeah, I think they're pretty good cheap minis. And yeah, they have been one of my little bit of a favorite for a bit now. In the sense that, you know, I got some packs, I love them, I have quite a lot, and I'm probably going to be getting more. I'm going to be reviewing the blue at some point in the future, but I'm pretty happy with these as they are. So that's a review on the Ritmeester Royal Dutch minis, the yellow version. Blue versions always are supposed to be smoother, but this one's pretty smooth as it is. It's pretty a good chewing out of taste. Even at the end, it's still pretty good. And yeah, so a link to where I buy all my cigars in the description. Various links there actually. You also find a link to my Facebook page in case you want to, you know, leave a like there. I post some stuff there you don't get to see here, some tips on cigars, some other information. So you might want to check that one out. I also have a link to completely forgotten. I've got a link to my Patreon there, just in case you want to support me. So thanks for watching and goodbye. Let's move this up here. That wasn't bad. Give us a minute or two. I have no idea how this is actually going to turn out. I love clip bands, but no, this one's literally impregnated in the cellophane. Which kind of sucks a bit, but I still don't know if you cut this or not. Looks a little bashed up. Oh, I've got one likely spam comment. I'm going to remove that. I think I have... I think I respond to everything. I don't know, I tend to keep on top of my comments as much as possible. Holy shit, why am I so far behind? That's interesting. I fucking love me some port. Don't forget to stop this. Apparently CigarHub's now live. Never would have noticed. Thank goodness for that. Let's all go watch him. I'm not sure how long it'll take. I might as well just have it in a minute. Let's get a throw sweet. Throw sweets are like the epitome of cigars. I'll show you the other ones actually. This one was an option for tonight, the Viking, but I felt it would just be a bit cheap, especially if I'm having just like a Dutch cigar. This one is way too overkill for me to even touch tonight, so that's not happening. I was considering maybe the barber pole, but nah. This was a consideration, but I felt maybe it's a bit too overkill as well. Was it the Drew State Underground? And it's like the yeah, it's like the main one. It's not showing up too well. The Brick House Toro, I had no idea about this, so I wasn't going to put it on the cards. And the other two, I still keep them in these bags, just to keep them away in humidor. This is a decent Nicaraguan cigar. I think this would have been a good one for tonight as well. It feels very good. And this is the Mawat Kentucky Fire Cured Chunky. So a little chilled of a cigar. It smells so weird. I will need to take some time to put my finger on that one. I've got two half Anticos just kicking about. Smells so good. So I'll be starting this next bit in a minute. Just finishing off this throat sweet. Takes forever. I don't like to delay, but what's up, white boy? How's she going in the world of wacky tricks? I just need to talk about my favourite cigars again. We'll be back in a second. I might send you one of these at one point. They're just so my favourite cigar. I can't even joke. They're just too beautiful. But the taste is incredible. Box 20 of these is a little bit on the pricey side, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. So I was thinking I might actually just get a better setup soon, like something better than just a webcam to record my reviews, but I don't know, it's easy. So I might record elsewhere and just stream them with the webcam so people get to see one view of it. Anyway, so I need to start this one. Actually, I need to find out something about this. I know nothing about this cigar. Ritmeester are the usual generic stuff, but they're a bit better, I would say. Definitely a little bit higher quality than the usual Cafe Creme and Hamlet and stuff. Definitely a little bit. In terms of their minis, these are a little bit creamier than usual. They're probably halfway between your very high quality and your cheap ones, and they are pretty cheap. So, but they have other ones like the Moods double filter. The Moods ones are very, very good. And I need to review both of these, but at the same time, the Elite and the Panatellas. These are a little bit like cheap Puritos, but they're very, very cheap. They're definitely worth the value. I'd probably give Ritmeester like an 8 out of 10, maybe 4 or 5 anyway, to make it sound better. These cigars are £5 each. Jesus Christ. Now, I want to see health warnings. There's that one, but this is a new one. I shit you not. It's insane. They really need to use better. Well, plain packaging does come at some point. You just don't know when. I wish that my smoking shop would use decent pictures for a change. It's like they're not even trying. Mahari's Orient. Mahari Sweet Orient, there we go. I've got to do a review on these. Yeah. Really, nigga. Anyway, so might as well start this review now. £4. Definitely doesn't feel like a 42 ring gauge. Did you have the filter ones or the non-filter? I know they made different ones. As far as I'm aware, these are non-filter. No, wait, they are. Just keep slating that cigar. Anyway, I actually need to start this review, so what the fuck am I doing in my life? What the fuck? Here we go. Hey guys, Chris here, and this is going to be a review on the King Edward Imperial. I don't think I've reviewed many other King Edward cigars. I've reviewed the Coronet, I believe. As you can see, kind of cheap looking. The cigar itself actually feels quite good, you know, relatively strong. And yeah, interesting shape, a little bit torpedoed, I guess, at each end. Yeah, not much else to say. It does feel a little bit cheap with the band though. The band is right there. As you can see, it's one of the ones just integrated into the cellophane. So it's not really a band to keep, sadly. Let me show that one up close. I'm not sure if it's going to autofocus, and I doubt it. It's a little bit on the shiny side. So here we are. So aside from feeling like a cheap packet, it actually feels like a decent cigar, you know. It's definitely got a bit of strength in there. I'm not sure about this top. Looks like it's been smashed in a little bit. That's actually quite an interesting little taste. So I'm just going to cut the top off this now. Whoa. That's very, very loosely held in there. Just going to double check on that one. That's definitely not a top to be smoked from. Not sure if you're able to see this, but this tobacco here is very, very loose. It's not going to be hard, not going to be easy to see. But yeah. So loose, it almost feels like I shouldn't have cut that top off, but yeah, that's definitely not a top you smoke through. Throughout, it's a £4 cigar. There's not a whole lot to say about the cigar. It's kind of like a generic cigar that's not like entirely generic. So for £4 you're getting something okay size wise. It's listed as 4 3/4 inches long. I don't know, it seems more about the 5 mark. It doesn't seem that far off though, so I think that's okay. 42 ring gauge on my smoking shop. Definitely doesn't feel it. It feels maybe 38 at best, to be honest. I don't know, it does feel a little bit on the small side though. It's almost like a slightly stale tobacco taste. It's a little bit weird. Definitely a very fair mix of tobaccos in there. But yeah, like a kind of stalish generic Dutch tobacco. I don't have incredibly high expectations for the cigar. It is a little bit on the cheap side. But yeah, we'll have to just see. So I'm just going to get my stopwatch ready. I time all my cigars. Also, if you look on this on my smoking shop, you'll see it does have a different band, not that cheap one. But if you buy it, this is what you'll get. Little bits everywhere. Definitely feels like a very weird shape of cigar to be smoking. Taste. Tastes like a giant mini cigar. Has a very, very plain taste, like a very plain Hamlet. Probably less strength than one of the cheap cornets, which are like £1. You could buy them out of Tesco, I think. A pack of 5 for £5. I'd say though, the wrapper looks okay. A lot of rigidity. Don't know how well you can see that. Decently coned in. It's very difficult to put a taste on this, but I would say a little bit stale, creamy, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's not very pleasant at all. That is just tasting a little bit stale. I mean, it does feel like construction's quite good. I do like that end. The draw you're getting is pretty good in terms of, you know, the how hard it is to draw. It's really medium. You're getting a decent amount of smoke. Not trying too hard, but it's not like just blazing through. That is a very off-tasting cigar. As you can see, sort of the ash from the wrapper is peeling away from the main ash. So it looks like we got maybe a decent wrapper in here, but this filler looks like every fucking tobacco on the market was just thrown in here for no reason. So there's not much to say on this. I smoke it for a bit more, and I'll give you my thoughts when I'm maybe about 10 minutes in. And I'll keep going as a usual review, so I'll see you in a minute. This thing tastes pretty horrible. Jesus, this is not a good cigar. It can't be as bad as those Agios. The reason I have 2 packets is because I bought one and they were smashed to fuck basically when I got them from my smoking shop. See those light bits in the wrapper? That's actually under. That's under the wrapper. The wrappers come off from those. And I smoked a little bit of one, like half of one that was recoverable, and it seemed okay. It reminds me of a generic cigar, but I've yet to have a whole complete one, so that'll be these. And it does remind me a little bit of that cigar. I'm not joking. I might have to stop this review midway. It is really not a very good cigar. I already wouldn't recommend this cigar. Damn, shit's nasty. I know something that would put them off more. You want to put them off smoking? Okay. These don't put them off for life. If you recognise these. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I didn't get a lung disease. I got was it? I guess it was a lung disease actually. It was whooping cough. 2 weeks, nothing but coughing and vomiting. Like if you see vintage cigars run exactly in the opposite direction, you can even see how he's yelled up a bit. Hey, what's up, man? But yeah, never in a million years, never again. If I want to pull a sick day at work, then I might have gone for these. I didn't even notice this was like a gold paper. Like you see, this is the actual cigar, and this is like gold paper. You can't see it too well in person. I had no fucking clue what I was getting in for. Take your kids out of the game with this. It looks like we got something pretty similar here though. This is rancid. I just smushed this a little bit on the ashtray and it just, even the cherry itself is just falling apart. It's not even solid. It's just such bad loose tobacco. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fuck, not getting flaming bits on my suit. Fuck off. Just ash. Fuck's sake. Really, niggas? This is, I'm already disagreeing with the cigar. Or 10 minutes in, let's make a very insulting clip on this. This treasures, there's nothing much to it. Like, try doing it as a hardcore Iron Man. That's when you know. It's a really shit cigar, yes. I would probably, if I stop this now, I will still upload it as a review. Just as a do not touch review. But I might review a mini after this, just keep time going. So we're a bit over 10 minutes into this cigar, and I have to say, it is fucking rancid. It's, you rarely see me use a lot of descriptors in my videos like that, but, yeah, it's dreadful. I've stomached 10 minutes of it, and to be honest, I'm not really feeling like finishing the rest of this. It is almost completely stale tobacco. And I bought this not too long ago from mysmokingshop.co.uk. It came with a bunch of other cigars. Everything was fine. This was in my humidor with all my other cigars inside a plastic bag with other cigars. Everything's fine except this one. So the stale tasting, just the way the cigar is. I also have to I can't really show you it, but when I smush down the end of it, I just very quickly tap off the ash. A lot of the cherry comes out as well. Even the cherry, which is red hot, usually tobacco is fused together into quite a solid point. That is all the tobacco in there is just still loose. It's a very, very loose tobacco cigar. Very, very still tasting. You notice I'm leaning forward to smoke this because my ashtray's here. I took a puff like 2 minutes ago, and a whole bunch of little bits of the on fire tobacco basically were just rolling down on me. I was like, I'm not gonna risk that. There's almost nothing good in this. Sort of a creamy draw, the construction seems good, it looked quite good, minus the band of course. But yeah, it just tastes so stale, so I think I'm gonna have to put this one down now and just call this not a failed review, but a review where a cigar is so bad it just cannot be redeemed. So that's 12 minutes. It smoked quite fast, 12 minutes. You're probably looking at a 40-minute cigar here. 40 minutes of unpleasantness. I'm not entirely sure how these can still sell, but if they do, then congratulations on amazing marketing people over at King Edward. But yeah, pick up a pack of their coronets. It's £5. It's about the same price. You get 5 small cigars, last 15-20 minutes each. They're pretty good. That's all I can say. Just do not buy this cigar, even for £4. It's not even close to worth it. So yeah. I unfortunately have to inform you, a link where you can buy this is in the description, as per all my videos and all my cigars. There's also a link to my Facebook page in case you want to like that. You'll get to see a lot of things there you don't get to see on YouTube. And there's also my Patreon in case you want to support me. But if you're going to support me just so I can buy more of these shit cigars, then just don't bother. So thanks for watching and goodbye. Man, that's terrible. It genuinely reminds me of those aids. So it looks like I've got too many reviews I could be doing right now. Anyone have any suggestions? The Ritmeester mini moods. God, that's terrible. That image. Or the Mahari Sweet Orient. Anyone have any preference on this case? I did already review these, but I need to re-review them. Go for the Agios. Wow. Is red the new MRC of the chat? Because a lot of Mahari's was like a massively requested cigar for me to do. They smell very slightly like Neo's cappuccino. I'm not sure you would see it. There's sort of like little white spots in this one. That is straight up weird. Does smell a little bit like... It smells like the cherry mixed with the cappuccino. That is weird. And for some reason it refuses to fit back in. Let's give him a go. I need to take a picture of the box first. That'll be 3 reviews today. One of them I will probably put on Facebook at least. I don't know. Can I get a decent picture of this box? I see a couple of pictures because I always need something for the thumbnail when I post the video. Also, I'm not sure, I did post my, yeah, I posted this ages ago, Hamlet Blue Smooth. I'm still loving these are very good. I had the Hamlet, no not Hamlet, the Royal Dutch before, so should be okay. That's still full pack. Pretty good. If in the end I do feel like having a good smoke later on, I would pick a good cigar. I've got plenty of good cigars. I just have to review some shit ones occasionally. Let me just quickly pull up a little information bank on these. Let's have a look at my smoking shop. I like Agio cigars. I've not had the Agio filter tip in a while. $6.19, that's kind of expensive. Let's just start this review. Let's have no messing around. We've done too much tonight. Hey guys, Chris here, and this is going to be a review on the Mahari's Sweet Orient mini cigars. This is the non-filter version, but they also come with the filter version. £6.19, so not your cheapest mini cigar. For the size, a bit like the Ecuador, they're a decent bit longer than your usual minis. I've got some to compare to. There's the Royal Dutch minis, for example. Same size as Hamlet and the other ones. So yeah, bit bigger than your usual minis. I've seen this for sale in, I believe, Tesco. There's a few other shops you could buy these. If not, just buy them online. Quite nice box, I'd say. A little bit better than Ecuador in my opinion. I like the deep red. The blue text and the gold emboss also sticks out quite well. Usual cardboard catch there. So these are looking okay. The one thing I did notice is a little one over here. It does have a little bit of a white spotting on the wrapper. A little bit unusual, but you know, it's not going to kill anything. So having a look at the cigar. I've had quite a few flavoured cigars in my time, and I'd say it does taste, well, smells a little bit like it would be a mini cherry cigar. I've not actually had one of these before. I've just opened up this pack and had a look. It's a very faint smell. It's not like a strong flavoured cigar smell. It's maybe a little bit like a small Neo's cherry cigar, for example. It's quite hard to specify an exact flavour, but yeah, a little bit like a cherry cigar, maybe a little bit like the cappuccino mixed in. But for £6.19, you know, we're expecting at least a decent mini cigar. I'm just holding it in my mouth to light it, but that taste is a little bit interesting. Can't say exactly what it is. It's not quite the taste you'd expect from the smell. Almost set my matchbox on fire. That would have been quite bad. And just as per usual, I always time how long cigars lasts. I've had mixed reviews about these. A lot of people have asked me. That is a weird taste. But a lot of people have asked me to review these. A lot of people said they've been very good, and a few people said they've been very bad. One person very recently just told me they taste like dog shit, but we'll be evaluating that for ourselves. Burning very fast. That is a burning flavour. I would say it's definitely a flavour that's been glazed on, but maybe a little bit, I don't know, almost a little bit too sweet, and that's definitely burning up. And yeah, you can definitely taste the flavour burning up in this. Not the most pleasant of flavoured cigars. It gives you a little bit of an idea of flavoured cigars, but it's not the absolute best. It is kind of a deep flavour if you were looking at a stronger mini cigar, maybe I don't know, something like one of the mini Partagas cigars, something like that. Just something on the stronger side than the mini size. It does have a little bit of that kind of earthy taste in there. I have to admit, it does taste a little bit on the raw side, a little bit of the burnt out side. It's definitely getting too hot for the flavour that's in it. But the flavour does add a little bit of a touch, so at least that's a little bit of a save there. So I'm going to stop recording now, and I'll start recording when we get to the end, and I'll tell you my final thoughts on the cigar and how it's gone. Calm down, laugh, calm down, laugh. Filtered cigars are always generally worse in my opinion. If you don't inhale cigars, there's really not much you're saving, to be honest. Maybe a little bit on your, little bit of tar on your teeth, but that could be it. Filters themselves do add quite a bad taste. This isn't all too pleasant as it is though, so probably wouldn't really get through this pack. Neos Cappuccino are definitely a lot better than the cherry. The cherry I mostly blame the filter on, to be honest. It's what ruins a lot of cigars. Actually, I wonder how much the filters are in comparison to this one. Yeah, these do taste kind of bad. The filters are a decent bit more. The filters are like over £1 more. I personally could not recommend these, and I haven't even finished a review yet. God damn it, there's too much wind in here. Overall, not bad score. Some wee junkie's birthday. Well done, Facebook. Thank you for letting me that. Ah, you might be right about that. Yeah, shit is taking over the cigar. It's quite bad. It might last 10 minutes though. 10 minutes of kind of a bad cigar. The first cigar I had was very good. Royal Dutch makes some of my favourite cigars. Well, it's my favourite brand of Ritmeester anyway. Ritmeester makes some very good cigars, so I haven't really had a bad Ritmeester cigar yet, I don't think. Can't really think of one. No. Yeah, that's not incredibly pleasant at the moment. The sad thing is this was a replacement, so man. I'm just gonna make a clip now, we're 10 minutes in. So we're 10 minutes into the cigar. Not being the best. As I was just about to say, I spent the last 10 minutes mainly just on 5 bits coming out of the cigar. Taste wise, it's just really not that good. The flavoring's gone. It's just something quite unpleasant right now. It's almost like something sweet burning that just shouldn't be. It's never produces something all too great. Kind of a smoke you don't really want to be around smell wise. I don't know, it's just potently quite a bad cigar. So, you know, I did have a little bit of taste at the start. It was starting okay, but yeah, I think it's definitely not doing all too great. But it lasted 11 minutes, so who knows. Review out of 10, 4 maybe. 5 if you include everything, like, you know, size or value, what you get is a little bit expensive. £6, £6.20ish it was. It's over £1 more for the filtered versions. Overall, I wouldn't recommend that one at all. So yeah, that's the review for the night. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the description. There's links to where you buy all the cigars, links to where you can buy all the cigars I buy. There's also a link to my Facebook where postings don't get a see here. And also see a link to my Patreon in case you want to support me. So thanks for watching and goodbye. So yep, yeah, that's me done. Have a good night, everyone. Any questions? I usually stay and chat around for maybe 5-10 more minutes. So thanks for coming and goodbye.